My name is Crystal, and last week I set off on a journey of 500 miles on the CAMINO FRANCES.
This is harder than I thought.
While this journey may not be easy, it has so far been the greatest experience of my life.
Yes! This feels so good.
Though, after only a few days on the trail, I received my first injury, a swollen ankle that is bruised and painful to the touch. This week, I make the difficult decision to take a few days off.
I'm not going to walk today, I decided.
But thankfully, I get to do so in the vibrant city of Pamplona. I'll take you with me and give you a peek into the life of a pilgrim while sharing some of the beauty of this historical city. This is Vanhalla Adventures. Thanks for watching.
Good morning, everybody. I am feeling a bit tired this morning. I am overall feeling really good in my body, though I'm not going to walk today, I decided. This was a really difficult decision to make, but ultimately I feel like it's the safest and wisest decision I could make. If you watched our vlog, which I'll put a card for right here, for the previous day walking from Roncesvalles to Zubiri, I had to end up walking in flip-flops at the end of the day, and my ankle doesn't hurt so much when I walk, but it is tender and a bit swollen, and that concerns me. And as I learned the first day, don't try to be a hero. I don't want to just push on just to prove to myself I can. There's really no point in that. I'm just gonna relax into what my body needs so I can finish this Camino, because it is just about 500 miles. That's a long journey to walk. I'm gonna do my best to get to Pamplona by taxi, not by foot.
After getting in the taxi, I felt quite a bit sad, knowing that I would be missing the walk into Pamplona, but quickly remembered that the Camino gifts us with whatever lessons we need to evolve.
Getting into Pamplona, into a big city, after being in all these small villages is, it feels like a lot of energy hitting me right now. It's not bad though, it's just different, it's a shift. And I think I just see my hotel, because the taxi couldn't take me because it's in the middle of the street, and look at how cool this is. There's me.
I book almost all of my lodgings in advance for the Camino through booking.com, and also have arranged to have my luggage sent ahead each day so it's there waiting for me when I arrive.
I have luggage. It's big. It's from Pilbio.
The luggage service that I use is Pilbio. I would definitely suggest doing this if you don't want to carry as much stuff during the day.
Okay. This is a very tiny room. It's really, really small. And it's really hot in here. I don't think the fan works. Oh. I think it just started. Okay.
Since I have some time in Pamplona, we've got a lot to do today. I definitely need to get new shoes, but I also want to check out the sights a little bit, so I'm going to bring you along with me so you can see this beautiful city that is vibrant and full of life. And today I don't think it's going to be too hot, so let's get to it. First thing, I need to get some breakfast. There was a whole food organic store, so I got some bars, which are healthy and they don't have a bunch of, processed stuff in them. So I'm pretty excited about that, because in the mornings here when you're walking on the trail, a lot of places aren't open, so you often have to wait until the next village. And I like eating at least an apple and a bar first thing in the morning, and just in case there are no vegetarian or vegan options, I at least have something, because being vegan here has been very, very difficult, and I've had to have some things I wouldn't normally have. So just something to think about when you're doing this. I'm really, like, probably overly excited about that shopping experience. I didn't get much, but it was good. So now off to go get shoes.
Pamplona, like many other large cities, also has an amazing pilgrim shop filled with items like Compeed, backpacks, shoes, band-aids, water bottles, and a ton of other items one might need along the way. So if you forget something, you can definitely trust that you will be able to pick it up somewhere in one of the larger cities.
Well, she was super nice. The owner is a fellow pilgrim, and trying on shoes was pretty difficult because my ankle is still swollen. So I got a pair of shoes and I think they're gonna work, but I also got a pair of backup sandals just in case, because I'm not gonna let happen what happened before. So that was a really great stop, and I'll put the information for this place down below in the description. Well, I looked up and the cathedral is right next to the pilgrim shop, so it seems only fitting we stop here next. I've been looking forward to this since I knew I was coming to Pamplona.
The Gothic-style Cathedral of Santa Maria di Pamplona was built during the 14th and 15th centuries over the remains of the previous Romanesque church. The site of the cathedral is the oldest part of Pamplona, with archaeological excavations having revealed streets and buildings underneath that date back to the 1st century BC. Outstanding features inside the cathedral are the altarpieces, choir stalls, the 12th century carving of the Virgin Mary, the alabaster tomb of King Carlos III and his wife, and the chapel with its octagonal Gothic vault. I recommend checking the schedule before arriving so you have enough time to spend here or take a tour. I was here for about an hour and felt like I didn't have nearly enough time to see everything. I didn't have to pay to get in, though online it states that it is €5 entrance fee.
Well, that was pretty cool. I'm not religious. I am highly spiritual, but so I'm not Catholic. But I think even if you're not, there's something about going to these churches when you're on this pilgrimage, and I know I've talked about this with different pilgrims that I've been meeting. There's just something about going to them that, I don't know, deepens into this experience, and it's just such old architecture, and there's so much history and a lot of controversy too because of that, because of many different things which I won't get into in this video, but I find it absolutely fascinating, and I really like the silence because you can just take a moment to sit and reflect on your journey because everybody's is so different. So that was really nice to do that in there. I'm bummed though because the museum is not open today, so for those of you that are going to visit, I think it's worthy of checking to see when the museum is open. I'm a little bummed I didn't see that, but I guess that is not part of this particular journey. However, I am getting hungry, and food here takes about 2 hours. Meals here take a lot longer than in the US. So I'm gonna go find some food. I heard there's a really delicious macrobiotic vegan restaurant. So I'm gonna go wander about and see if I can find it. Most places close at 2 o'clock here for lunch and then don't open back up till 7. This is a vegan macrobiotic restaurant. I could not be more excited to eat here right now.
The CAMINO FRANCES doesn't have a lot of vegan options, so anytime I stop by a big city, I eat my weight in plants. I decided before I began my walk that I'd be grateful for whatever food I had available, and that has definitely made the process a lot easier. Yet, I still am super excited to eat and fill up with some amazing, healthy options while I can. As you can see, I basically eat enough for 3 people during my time in Pamplona.
That meal was amazing. I ate the whole entire thing. That was so good. And the dessert, that was really incredible. I would 100% go there again. And I feel like I need a siesta, but we have one more errand to run today. You can easily find places along the Camino to do laundry even at some of the albergues or hostels. If you do them at a laundromat though, be aware that laundry soap and fabric softener are already included in the wash. If you are sensitive to detergent with scents like me, you may prefer to do them at your hostel instead. Well, it definitely kind of smells a little bit, but you know, I'm choosing to be more flexible on this Camino. It's just that sometimes I can feel a little nauseous and get a headache when there's scents. So it's something that I think about. I think next time I'll look ahead at the laundry places to see if they do that. Today I just didn't have time to find another place, but something to think about if you're like me. And here in Pamplona, the Lava Cafe is probably not the best place for you to do laundry. Today has been eventful, and I feel like it was nice actually to have this time off. Even though I was walking around, I did have a full day to just kind of relax and not do much. But even on the Camino, errands take a while because you're generally walking everywhere to do stuff, so something to keep in mind. That way when you're walking the Camino, you don't have to try and fit in all these errands at the end of your day like laundry. It was nice to actually do that today, still get to see Pamplona, explore the city, eat delicious food, which is always great. My feet are feeling much better. Of course, my ankle is swollen. I'm really trusting those shoes are going to do well, but I'm also going to hike with a pair of sandals just in case, so that I can be ready kind of for anything. And I know my next day on the Camino, starting tomorrow, which will be our next vlog, is going to be another long and steady climb, and then it's going to be a steep drop, and that is going to Puente Lorena. Yeah, overall I feel pretty accomplished, and I hope you enjoyed this video, getting to see a little Pamplona, what it's like to do errands and all that great stuff. And I'm happy with my decision. It was a little difficult to not hike, but overall I feel okay about it. So just know, if you're going to do this experience, that everybody does it their own way. Everybody I've talked to, some people even took a taxi at certain points. If you don't want to carry your luggage, don't. You know, it's everybody's own walk and our own journey, and what we move through, what we go through. And your walk begins the moment you say yes to this, not the moment you show up to do it, but the moment you say yes, you begin that walk. And so really hold space for that and allow yourself to really move through anything you need to move through, because it is all about you. Blessings, everybody, and I will see you on the next one. Let's hope these shoes work, eh? I'm going to trust that they will. Anyway, see you all next time. Bye.